Street, Osborne Park.
Our next guest is one of Australia's hottest new talents and is currently starring as Gaston in the hit musical Beauty and the Beast. And we're very pleased to welcome to the show Hugh Jackman this morning. G'day, Hugh.
G'day, how are you?
Welcome.
How are you?
Good.
It's good to have you on the show.
I had a mate called Gaston in Luxembourg, yeah. It's a great name, Gaston, isn't
I
it?
hope he wasn't like my character was.
No,
What's your
you're
character?
really nasty.
Yeah, no.
Is
He's
he?
just misunderstood.
Oh, you're not. No,
Misunderstood.
he's evil.
Oh, you can't say much about it, can you?
Yeah. Gaston, well, haven't you seen it yet?
No, I haven't. No,
Oh,
not yet.
no.
No.
No, Gaston's, he's like the, he's the bully of the town. He thinks he's God's gift, and to all intents and purposes, to everyone but Belle, he is. And so, but Belle's the one he decides to marry, and she says no, and da-da-da.
You were fabulous.
There we
in
go.
it. I have to tell you how fabulous he is.
Ah.
Brilliant.
It's all prosthetics, of course, isn't it?
It's brilliant. It really is good.
That's a good costume, isn't it?
It's
Not bad.
fabulous.
I get to dress up as Robin Hood every day.
It's a fabulous show. I loved it.
It's
I thought it
great
was
fun.
great.
I mean, we're all having a great time. It's one of those shows that, even if it is, as you know, it's your Sunday matinee and it's the end of the week, once you start, it just has a momentum of itself, of
it's
its own.
great.
You just get on that wagon, and there you go. It's great.
So were you doing Beauty and the Beast when you got Corelli, or was that before?
I got Corelli just before I started filming. At one stage, I was still... The episodes that are about to go to air now, at 9 and 10, we were rehearsing Beauty and the Beast, and they were around the corner from each other, the studios and the rehearsal space. So at one stage, if I had a couple of hours off from filming, I was going off in my prison greens with my done-up volleys with the tongues cut out and my tats on, and I'd turn up to into the musical theatre land where we're chassaying and pliing around the place. And all these people, who's this bloke, So it was quite fun for a little while there.
Had you sung on stage before? Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Never?
No.
You've never sung... I came onto the show and I said, there's this guy that does Gaston. You came out of nowhere, but you had your training in Western Australia.
Yeah, I trained in the theatre course. There's a musical theatre course, which is very good over there as well. And I trained in the theatre course, and when I graduated, my agent said, look, there's this audition, I think you should go for it. And I said, oh, yeah, what is it? She said, oh, Gaston. And I said, what? She said, it's a musical. And I said, what? You sing? So anyway, I went along and I had a go at it, and then got a lot of lessons in between then and starting, and so...
Well, it paid off. It's fabulous. And what about physical training? Because it's a big...
Yeah, that was the other... When I had my final audition, Kevin Jacobson was there with a whole lot of... And I was singing away, and he was looking, and I looked over at him, as you do, the panel, all 16 of them, and Kevin's going, oh, yeah, we've got to do a bit of this, I thought, oh, dear. I'm in for the regime. So they gave me a personal trainer, Rod Brooks, and he just sort of sorts me out every morning, 5 times a week.
Really?
Does he?
And I put on
For
about
how long?
2 stone in the process. Yeah.
2 stone?
Yeah, well,
I see you've built your upper body up.
Well, yeah, and the rest, thank you.
Your abs and all that. Yeah? You've done your abs, have you?
No, we, you see, coming out from drama school, having eaten at Hare Krishna's every day of the week, it sort of is, came out 78-pound weakling, people kicking
I've
sand.
got a mate who's so mean when he goes to dinner, he takes his wife down the airport so he can eat with the Harry.
Exactly.
Now, Kevin Jones is your character in Corelli, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's a couple of episodes left of that, so it's sort of all hotting up at the moment.
Yeah. Now, just tell me, we won't ask about the wedding or anything, but just tell me when it changed from a professional relationship to more than that. At what stage?
At what stage?
What of Corelli? Just so
Actually,
we
before,
can.
wasn't it?
Yeah, when we first met. It was instant.
Was it?
Oh, I'm not telling you anything.
Go on, because you're a romantic.
The best part of chivalry is discretion, they say.
All right, but he's a romantic because you
And she was furious when you got engaged because she's in love with you.
Oh.
Didn't you?
I cried.
Ah.
No,
Got
but it was lovely, and the girls, we were all talking about it. You even
Bought the ring.
designed the engagement ring.
Peter Gertler, who's
lovely.
a jeweller in South Melbourne, I'd been put onto him, and I struggled to get dressed in the morning, that's a big effort for me, and I thought, how the hell am I going to go about getting this ring? And choosing something that's for life. So there I was, and I went into him and I said, I know what I want, but I have no idea what it looks like.
Right.
So I just sat down and I told him, about this special person in my life, and about an hour later we both came up with this idea, and there it was.
Lovely.
Yeah. I bought mine down the docks, Menace's engagement ring.
One of those little
Fell off a truck.
Yeah, fine. Now, what's coming up for you?
Well, I've got about another 9 months on Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
And I did a little stint on Blue Healers, which is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And apart from that, just enjoying my time
Right.
at home.
Have you
leisure time.
talked about going overseas?
Yeah, that was always a dream of mine at one stage. When I was at drama school, I thought I'd always like to go to the RSC and do a bit of Henry V
Yeah.
now and then. And also, you know, with Beauty and the Beast and musicals, there's a door opened overseas, you know.
Yeah.
So at some stage in the future, I'd like to do that.
That's one beauty of these
But-
big productions in
Well, that's
Australia.
right.
You can
Yeah.
get a leg in overseas, can't you?
Yeah, it's not easy, but at least it's there. I mean, and if you've done a show here,
Yeah.
it's the same show over there, so
Yeah.
they recognise it. You know?
Yeah.
So
Philip Cross, we were talking to. Philip went over. He's in Secret Garden. He went over. What did he do for a year over there?
He was in Shakespeare. He did Shakespeare.
No, didn't he do some musical on the
Well,
West
there's
End?
Michael as well, who plays the Beast, and you know he'd just come back from doing
That's
not
right,
just
yeah.
come back, but he did Phantom of the Opera in the West End.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
you know, there's quite a circuit of people going around. I mean, that would be fantastic. But
Yeah. Half all the musicals you go to, nearly every dancer in the musicals from
Overseas.
Australia. They all come in the
Really?
West End. Yeah, it's incredible. They're everywhere.
now, I brought these along today because I've just been at the launch of Bo Bear, who's the mascot for the Bone Marrow Donor Institute, which helps out the kids with. There's a registry set up to match donors for kids with leukemia.
Yeah.
They're doing a fantastic job. I've just been hearing all about it, and Daryl Summers was down there launching it, and apparently here in Victoria we're sort of miles ahead in the rest of the world in the
we
research.
Are. Yep.
And they're launching Bo the Bear, which is part of a fundraising campaign, which is going to happen the beginning of October. And I thought I'd bring you along
You're
a miniature
lovely.
one. There you
Thank
go.
you. He's
Ready?
cute.
Solid gold, mate. A designer myself.
I have cufflinks, just a little bear cufflinks, don't I?
You'll have to, and you'll have to sell them.
Just put them on.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, thank you very
There you
much.
go.
Yeah.
No worries.
All right, now, before we go, somebody told me you turned down a starring role in Neighbours. Is that right?
Yeah, gosh.
Why was that?
Before I went to WAPA, which
What?
is the West Australian Academy of Performing Arts. Really? Thanks for letting me finish that one.
What?
Before I went there, I had an audition for Neighbours. It was the first thing. I met Annie Semler, who's Dean Semler's wife.
Annie Stockman.
And she said, "Now, I'm a white witch, and I think you're going to go somewhere." So she sent me to Penny Williams, who's my now agent. And Penny said, "All right, I'll take you on." And the next day she said, "Okay, I want you to go to this Neighbours audition." All right. So I went along, and a month later I heard I got the role. But I'd never really considered taking it because I really was wanting to learn about the craft of acting. And by that stage I had a very healthy respect for how hard it is. So I thought, no, I'll do that and then I'll get into it. So I had to say no. But Jan, Russ and I are still very good friends. She came and saw the show, and there's no
but
no
I
bad
think
blood
you've
there.
done the right thing.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Now it's Beauty and the Beast, of course, is playing at Melbourne's Princess Theatre. We'll play here for about a year, then it go around and...
No, it's supposed to be here for 2 years.
2 years, is it?
Yep.
I think so,
There's a
yeah.
good-
Well, at the moment it's just bookings are through the roof, you know.
it's
So it's
It's a great show. Go and see it. And you can take the kids. It's a terrific
Yeah, well, it's a good family show, isn't it?
for everybody, it really is.
All right, thanks, you. And the best of luck,
Thanks, man.
you know.
Nice talking to you.
Good
And all
idea.
the
You,
best for the
Jack.
wedding.
The cry for help. Australia answered with $19 million.
It's a mate helping a mate. He brings a lump in his throat.
Now a look back over
The
farmhand.
most remarkable grassroots campaign of its kind.
The appeal, the concerts, Angry's challenge, and the attitudes now.
It's probably made the difference between staying on the land and not for a lot of people.
A stunning example of the Aussie fighting spirit.
Now, we'll survive. Of course we will.
A current affairs special, The Battle for the Bush, Sunday 6:30 on 9.
Hi, I'm your Rentlo sales consultant. Just call me, I'm here to help.
We needed a computer for school. I didn't know which way to turn, so I rang Rentlo.
Which microwave? I couldn't make up my mind. One phone call to Rentlo and they advised me of the one I needed.
My washing used to break down. Now that I rent this one from Rentlo, no repair bills, no worries.
I never felt safe late at night. Rentlo suggested I rent this mobile phone. Now security isn't a problem.
132311. Just ring and rent from Rentlo.
How much do you think it costs to be in your own musical paradise? With a keyboard from Stokes, that dream of playing your own music can be yours from only $299. You see, Stokes Musicland backs every purchase with impact. I guarantee you will learn to play free. Look, if a quacker can do it, so can you. Doesn't he look like he's in a world of his own? Go directly to your nearest paradise office of Stokes Musicland and book your musical adventure now!
Stokes will have you playing today.
Hey, could join 200 lucky people flying Air New Zealand to famous Waikiki Beach for the great Weet-Bix Hawaiian treasure hunt. Dig for $30,000 in cash prizes as well as a new Ford Falcon. Details on Weet-Bix packs.
2 years ago, the world fell in love with a whale named Willy.
It's Willy!
Now he's back with his whole family
He's gonna eat him, isn't he?
in the biggest adventure yet. Free Willy 2.
Welcome to Channel 9's Dial a Grand a Day competition, where you can win prizes worth $1,000 every weekday. All you need is your telephone.
Simply dial 1-900-939-299 between noon and 5:30. Register your name and you're in the running to win this fabulous Technics 300 keyboard package from Stokes Musicland.
We'll be announcing the daily winner every night just before the news, so stay tuned from noon weekdays for your chance to dial a grand a day on Channel 9.
It's Ernie and Denise on the Rentlo wheel. From CPS, a selection of quality products from their Salter, Encore and Baker's Secret range of home products. The Encore high-speed convection oven cooks an entire meal quicker than a conventional oven. There's Salter electronic scales for the bathroom and kitchen, and a selection of Baker's Secret non-stick bakeware that helps make cooking a breeze. From CPS Housewares. Photography has never seen the likes of the Yashica T4, one of the smallest, lightest, full-featured autofocus point-and-shoot cameras in the world. There's a built-in flash, retractable Carl Zeiss lens, red eye reduction, auto film load and rewind, and close-up capability down to 35 centimeters. The best of Japanese technology from Yashica. Solar tube skylights are the energy-efficient way to brighten dark rooms in your home. Designed and built in Australia with a 7-year guarantee. Requiring no structural alterations, they're easier to install than ordinary skylights, perfect for the home handyman, or Solar Tube will install it for you. For a free inspection, phone 13 16 19. Solar Tube, simply brilliant. Send in an entry for the Rentlo wheel.
Victoria really comes alive during the Spring Racing Carnival, and this morning Margot Radnell is here to tell us about some of the exciting events. How are you?
Good, thanks, Denise.
Now, what's the Spring Racing Carnival all about, if just in case people don't know?
Well, it's a 5-week celebration right across Victoria. It's mainly composed of the Racing Carnival, and they are international events. But as well as that, there's hundreds, literally hundreds of other things that people can do. There's a whole range of things from artistic, cultural, entertainment and sports.
There's heaps to do in the city.
Oh,
everything.
Yeah, not just the city, but right across Victoria.
Rightio. When does it commence?
On the 14th of October with the Caulfield Guineas.
Right. Now, it must be a popular tourism event then.
It is. It's very popular. We get visitors from all over Australia and also New Zealand.
Right.
And with the increasing internationalisation of the carnival, we're also getting more and more visitors from Asia and the Northern Hemisphere.
Right. And what are some of the features of the race meetings? Having been myself, I reckon they're fabulous.
Oh, they are. I mean, there's something for everybody because it goes from, the city meetings right across Victoria through the country meetings. The major races in the city include the Caulfield Cup Carnival with the 3 days there. Then there's the Cox Plate, which is the Australasian Weight for Age Championship, to the 4 days of the Melbourne Cup Carnival, which of course includes the Oaks for the ladies, the cup.
When you can dress up.
Oh yes, and wear lots of pretty hats.
Yes.
And then there's the Sandown Cup, which is the finish of the carnival in the metropolitan area. But through Victoria, there's 14 country cups. And once again, that ranges from places like Echuca to Kyneton to Bendigo, Ballarat, all places like that.
Yeah, they're great race courses too, those that you've mentioned. Now, what are the public events that are organised?
Well, as I said, there's hundreds of events that
So you really, where do we find out about them?
Well, you can find out about it this Saturday. We have a full calendar of events appearing in the Australian magazine.
Right.
So that will be nationally available. And also on the 5th of October for Victorians, we'll have that same calendar appearing in the Herald Sun right across Victoria.
Right, so that's a good chance to sort of catch up with what's there.
It is. You can, if you like, it's the carnival at a glance, and you can sort of mark down in your diary the things that you want to go to and plan ahead.
How long does it last?
5 weeks.
5 weeks. So in that 5 weeks you can Well, what are some of the other events aside from the racing?
Oh, right. Well, there's the 10th Melbourne Festival. There's 2-day Collins Street Grand Promenade, which is all sorts of music up and down the length of Collins Street. There's an international garden fair at Caulfield. As well, there's things like Oktoberfest, the Lygon Street Festa. I mean, if I went on and on, it'd just be a list. So,
right.
But there's some of the highlights of it.
So is that the best way then to get the paper and go through it like that?
It is. If you want to see what the carnival is really composed of, the hundreds of events, that calendar will tell you all about it.
Now, what about accommodation packages for everybody? You know, some people will be interstate and thinking, oh, I'd love to go because our weather's fabulous then, you know, isn't it?
Guaranteed this year. The weather gods are smiling on us.
Because how do we go with accommodation packages?
Okay, well, you can call any of your local travel agents or places like the RACV or the NRMA. Or call Tourism Victoria offices in Brisbane, Sydney or Adelaide.
Right. Now, we've talked about the racing. What other sports?
Oh, sports vary from things like an international polo tournament at Werribee Park to the Asian Pacific Equestrian Challenge, which is about 17 Asian countries
really
competing.
varied, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Then there's golf. There's an indoor rodeo.
Right.
There's the Mountain Cup of the Bush at Mansfield as part of their Mountain Festival, which is a 5-day festival. There's all sorts of things going on, and once again, they're all in that calendar.
Right, now the number's on your screen, but how can you book seating and lunch during the carnival?
Well, really, all you have to do is to ring one of the racing clubs, and they can steer you in the right direction.
Okay, the number's on your screen now. So thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks, Denise.
Sounds great. I'm looking forward.
7:30 tonight, cool off in the top-end secret oasis. Explore a World Heritage rainforest the new way. Where to find a winter playground in the summer, stay in the world's tackiest hotel and Tasmania's wilderness hideaway. Holden presents Getaway on 9.
Hi, I'm your Rentlo sales consultant. Just call me, I'm here to help. One phone call and I've got my brand new fridge. It's frost-free, so no more messy defrosting. That's great.
They grow up so fast. Renting this from Rentlo means we won't miss a thing.
Sony, Pioneer, Philips, Panasonic. There was only one place that could give me the choice. Rentlo.
Rentlo's got the best there is. Just look at my Philips widescreen TV. Magnificent picture. One phone call to Rentlo keeps me up with the latest technology.
311. Just ring and rent from Rentlo.
It's time to mount up on the Orbit Easy Rider, the incredibly simple and safe low-impact home exerciser that is taking America and Europe by storm. With no weights or pulleys involved, the revolutionary Orbit Easy Rider is perfect for body slimming, muscle toning, and general fitness for your whole family. Now you can all work out quickly and easily in your own home. Phone Orbit now and hire to buy for only $45 a month. The Orbit Easy Rider will have you and your family looking good and feeling great in no time.
To be as naturally sweet and tender as corn kernels can ever be, corn must be picked at exactly the right moment. McCain's super sweet corn kernels are picked at exactly the right moment.
Take care of these sweeties for me.
Ah, McCain, you've done it again.
Here's an amazing bonus offer from Carpet Call.
Get a free digital mobile phone with the purchase of any floor covering.
Carpet 3 rooms for only $799 fully laid.
Call, Carpet Call.
The experts in the trade.
But hurry.
The Pocket Saver coupon booklet is here with free food, Super Kmart specials and stacks of other fantastic offers. And just look at these incredible offers from Vodac. So to save money and get things free, check your letterbox for your Pocket Saver coupons.
Love changes everything and sends faces the earth and sky. Love changes everything, how you live and how you die. Love can make the summer fly or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything, brings you glory, brings you shame. Love will never, never let you be. Oh, listen, Simon Geller, eat your heart out.
Well done, Norman.
My segment, Norm.
Oh, bit terse, bit
I
testy.
didn't know you could play the piano.
No, well, now you're convinced. That is my first appearance on television with piano, and I only hit a couple of bum notes.
Really?
There.
Oh, look, that's fantastic. Come on. Hey, come on.
Had a bit of time while you've been on tour to learn the piano.
Well, I have played, but I've got a shaky right hand, you see, you know.
Why is
and
that?
I sort of, the more nervous you get...
You get nervous, do you?
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's
good,
silly,
isn't it?
isn't
It's
it,
good.
though? If you think about it, it's silly. Do you get nervous before you perform?
Very much so.
What about when you used to win a lot of running in the gifts and that? Did you get nervous with that?
When I first won 600 yards at Stall in 1950,
yeah.
I remember warming up, and I'd only warmed up about a lap, and I felt so weak in the legs, and my hands were shaking, and I thought, God, I'm not going to do it. But nerves are the sort of things that ruin people, the singers and athletes, but it seems to help myself because I'd get on the mark, get up, and go, and as soon as the gun went bang, the adrenaline would run, and away I went. I would always run faster in a race and trial.
You got a cheeky look. He's cheeky look, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. Mischief. All right, now what have you got for us, Sally?
I chose some songs from the musicals today because Norman's coming on. I'm going to disguise this one, Norman, see if you can guess this.
What's that?
You get it?
I have no idea.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains, and the wind kicks your foot up, but under the word, and the wind comes right behind the rain. Over every day, my honey lamb and I'm the only one who knows the words.
Okay, we're moving right along.
Oh, very good, Sally.
Thank you very much.
Any more we don't know?
We haven't got any words today on the screen?
No.
Here's a little clue.
All right. Hang on, it's done Oklahoma up there. That must be. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
How'd you know that?
Oh, because it's got a bit in there.
Oh, I like this one.
It's a beautiful
song. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Beautiful song.
It's
tricky.
That's a good song. I haven't heard that for years.
Yeah, I was the only one not
I
looking
was
at the
humming it on the
cue.
way in the car.
You're humming it, were you?
Yeah.
What's this, Sal?
Let's see if you can
It's
get
called
I
Without
bet
You.
I know. Sorry with a fringe on top.
No, yes,
Japanese.
you're right, actually.
He didn't even
right.
know himself.
I thought it was a Japanese national anthem.
Chips and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top.
Watch that fringe
This
and
is gonna
see
go
how
pretty
it flutters
high, you know.
when I ride that
I'll stop there.
Nosy folks help you to the shoulders and the eyes. We're top the wheels are young, the upholstery's brown.
Go on.
It's
a bit high, actually.
Yeah, it's a glass cast. You can go
Too high. That's higher than Jimi Hendrix was.
Yes, Pavarotti would struggle with that one.
Here's another one. This is a bit tricky for you.
I was just getting the hang of that one. Got any idea?
What is it?
No idea.
Our Lord of my legal
Temptation.
the Lord of our with a little bit of luck.
I thought you were still in Oklahoma.
And I I've got another beauty for you. This one.
Be the first one. Be the first one.
This one's unbelievable.
That last one.
What is it?
I think just play it, Sal.